Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody can hear my voice and see the screen. Excellent. So starting this week, I said we'll be giving mock tests and we'll be doing the analysis live in the classroom sessions. And that was given in the timetable, right? According to the timetable, we are supposed to be doing our analysis of the mock test which I had sent last Monday. And you're supposed to have completed that test, and we will be analyzing that test today. So has everyone attempted the test? Has everybody attempted the test? Excellent. I'm getting all yeses. Very good. So how was it, guys? We have not got the answer key yet, but overall, when you are attempting it, how did you think it went? 150 questions, 2 hours, English, GK, maths, and reasoning. Okay. Medium to difficult. Okay. Could have done better. Difficult, decent, moderate, easy. Time पर नहीं होता. Okay. Okay, GK, maths was tough. Difficult, quite difficult. Okay. Fair enough. So what I'm going to do is, of course, I'll be sending across the answer key, right? But more importantly, I will take you through what should have been your thought process when you were faced with this test. Of course, each and every question I won't be solving, that doesn't make sense. But I will take you through the order in which I would have attempted this test, right? So that should give you a fair idea of when you have 2 hours and when you have the paper in hand, what should be what could be a strategy, and you can work on that. You can use my strategy, or you can formulate your own strategy based on your learnings that you get from that, right? And of course, some of the questions, some of the tough ones, I will be solving. So let me take you through what should have been a good test strategy. Of course, you can always make changes to that according to your strengths and weaknesses. So let's start, right? So the moment I would have got this test paper in hand, and the moment I started going through it, the first thing is obviously I would never ever attempt it, right? I would read the instructions, blah blah blah, 2 hours, 150 marks, all the instructions are given, okay? And straightforward I read, there is a negative marking here, okay? That means तुक्के नहीं मारने हैं, right? I cannot bluff in this test. Okay, blah 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 blah, all the other instructions. Now this, guys, is the most important part, the structure of the paper. So this tells me that English is 40 followed by GK of 50, maths of 20, and reasoning of 40 marks, which makes it a total of 150 marks. Fair enough. So the 4 important sections which is going to be there in every paper is visible here. So the first thing I would have done is I would have quickly scrolled through the paper, right? So the first section, English, I see an RC of about 8 questions. Then again, there's a second RC, 11 to 25, this says. That means almost 25 questions based on RC, right? Then the next section, 26 to 35, error, but single line error catching, and then fill in the blanks, okay? So the first strategy in my mind is in English section, the RCs maybe I will do at the end, but definitely there are 15 questions which I can quickly do, okay? I move ahead to GK. GK में तो whether it's static or current, solve तो करना ही है. So I just quickly scroll through that. I don't need to read the questions now. Maths, I'm taking a look. Okay. One liner type questions हैं, थोड़े 2 line, but mostly single line questions हैं, don't seem to be very difficult. And the first thing which comes to my mind is there is no data interpretation type question. कोई graph या ऐसा नहीं है. That means, okay, should not be too difficult for me. Then I move ahead to the reasoning section. Okay, assertion के questions हैं. Then coding type कुछ question लग रहा है. Statement based कुछ questions हैं. Number का कोई question दिख रहा है. Again verbal reasoning type questions हैं. Okay, statement type questions दिख रहे हैं. Reasoning. A lot of verbal reasoning questions seem to be there in the test. Okay. So I don't see any syllogisms, I don't see any cubes, I don't see any puzzles. So the reasoning section, according to my first impression, is something which is going to be a bit lengthy, maybe. English section mein 15 questions are there which are sitters, and then the maths section seems to be, I've not read the questions, but the maths section does not seem to have any data interpretation. Okay, so keeping that in mind, my first thing would be to start with the GK current affairs section, because I know there are what, 40 questions in this section, and I am going to simply run through the questions in there are 50 questions, and 15-20 minutes max is what I'm going to take, right? So 1/3 of the paper within the first 20 minutes. That means I only need to concentrate on 100 in the next the entire time which I have. So obviously I will be starting through GK. Now I'm not going to solve GK questions because there's no solution. You just need the answer. But any questions so far? Yes, Namra, you will. No, Shubhankar, there will be no reading time. If the paper says 2 hours, the moment you get the paper in hand, 2 hours, that's it. All reading time जो CBSE बकवास करता है वैसा कुछ नहीं है. Everything is part of the time that you are given. No extra time. So going through this, yes, Aditya, about 90 seconds, 2 minutes, that's fair enough. And abhi to I'm speaking out aloud these things, so it will take more time. Exam mein to you are doing everything in your mind. You are not saying anything, so it should be faster. But 2 minutes is still fine. For a 150 question mark paper in 2 hours, I will still spend 2 minutes because it gives me an idea what to expect in the paper, right? So did you understand the first thing which should be done in the paper? Go through it completely. Now mentally I know kaun sa section kitna bada hai, right? I don't know how tough the paper is, but I definitely know what type of questions are there in the paper. So let's assume the first 20 to 22 minutes I have analyzed my paper initially, a rough strategy is there in my mind, and now I have also solved the GK and current affairs section. Around 25 minutes are done, right? So I have got 1 hour 35 minutes now. And I'm done with GK section of 50 questions. So now I have a choice. Which section do I start with? Now, ordinarily, I go to English. And here also I have seen that the first 25 questions are RC based. I don't want to touch them. But questions 26 to 35, they seem like error spotting questions and they seem like chota ones, right? So I am going to attempt those 15 questions. It should not take me more than, let us say, 10-15 minutes. 10-15 minutes, I should be able to do these 15 questions of English, right? So 26 to 35, I'm also going to give out the answers. Let's see what they are. Which part has an error is what I am looking at, right? Which part has an error? Of what I know of him, I hesitate to trust. Of what I hesitate to trust him. Okay, so part A has the error in this. 27th, the angry boatsman threw the cracked oar in the river and returned home. They should be returned home. The error is in part D. I always prefer working in a relaxed atmosphere than one full of tension, than one which is full of something like that should come here. I think C is the error in this. 29th, the trust plans to set up. School is always set up. So B is the error. The beauty of her autobiography lies in coming to terms with life facing its many challenges through a rare courage. Doesn't seem like to be any error in this. Yes. Then यहाँ पे are you talking about the comma, Vanshika? No. I don't think there should be a comma there. ध्यान के बाद comma थोड़ी आएगा. And errors of punctuation is not something which usually is what we have to look at. And ध्यान के पहले नहीं comma नहीं आएगा वहाँ पे. 28th में. Okay. A rare courage. Which one are you talking about? A rare courage. In which question, Manush? Through the 30th one, through a rare courage. Yeah, there is no error in that. That's okay. Through a rare courage. That is okay. That's okay. Sonia, it may seem wrong, but grammatically it's not. Grammatically it's correct. Akash, 27th. The angry threw the cracker in the river. No, into the river nahi. In the river bhi is fine. And returned home, past tense. The biggest error is this. In the river is fine. Into the river zaruri nahi hai. ठीक है? Chalo. Then, so 5 questions I did, right? Now, moving ahead, the next 5 questions, 31 to 35. I'll give you the answers and you can ask me any doubts if there are there. 31 to 35 में these are the answers. Any doubts in this? Gautam, 27th में क्या doubt है? 27th में returned home. Threw, past tense. 27th में returned home. The angry boatsman. Read the entire thing. Boats nahi, the angry boatsman. The person who drives a boat is a boatsman. Why C in 32? Okay, let's take a look at it. 32 says, these days very few people bother to do the work entrusted upon them. Entrusted upon them? Yeah, on them. Entrusted upon preposition में mistake है. 31st, a shiver ran to a shiver runs down your spine. A shiver runs down your spine. 31st में. Such natural imagery suggests that the killings were akin to. Akin means similar. Similar to something, not similar with something. So similar to something. 34th में. Yeah, interested to them is okay. Upon नहीं आना चाहिए यहाँ पे. सिद्धार्थ, yeah, interested upon नहीं आएगा 32 में. That's why that's the error. ठीक है guys? चलो. Then we move ahead to the next part. 36 to 40. 36 to 40 के अंदर क्या है? चलो. Integrity of character, honesty, dependability, and discipline coupled with, along with, right? So A is the answer to 36. 37, the two sisters look so alike that it is difficult to tell one from the another. What frustrates the opposition's effort of unity is the absence of a credible long-term journey. 38 ka I would go with A. I think D is okay, but A is still a better option. 30 this. The government sought to set at rest speculation, to set something at rest, yani ki to solve it. The petition before the court prayed for quashing the appointment orders used by the management. So that's it. Any doubts in this? ठीक है? Okay. In 37, why not C? The two sisters look so identical, look so alike. You don't look identical. You are identical or you look alike. Look alike. 38th में, no. It's not a compatible strategy. नहीं, compatible with what? The absence of a credible. Credible is believable. A good. Because a good strategy is not there. That's why their efforts are wasted in 38. Vanshika, again, you don't see, twins are not similar means almost alike. Twins are exactly alike. You can, it is when it is difficult. If something is similar, that means it is somewhat alike. If something is somewhat alike, you can easily tell them apart. But it is difficult to tell them apart. So you don't say they are similar, you say they are alike. Right? You get that? What frustrates the opposition's effort of unity is the absence of a, I think even credible से ज़्यादा compatible अच्छा नहीं है. Even I like compatible actually. I actually like the word compatible better than credibility here. So let's go with compatible because compatible actually works here. I think compatible will work. Yeah, Aditya. Yeah, compatible will work. That was my first thing. And yeah, it seems fine. We'll go with compatible. Let's see what the answer key says later. Okay? So even if let's assume you get at least 4 of them correct. So in about, let's say 8 to 10 minutes, you are done with these 15 questions of English as well. Yes? Right? In exam, you won't be thinking too much. You'll just be answering the questions. So in about 10 minutes flat, now you are done with 65 questions. Right? Out of 150, 65 questions are done. And you are still left with what? 25 plus 10, 35 minutes are over. You still have about 1 hour, 25 minutes left, which is fair enough time. So, chalo. Now, I'm not going to do the RC now. In the exam, I will not be touching the RC because RC will always take me time. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run ahead and check. Now, if in reasoning, there were questions like coding and all that, a lot of them, I would have gone to the reasoning section because that is fast. But here, because I see a lot of verbal type questions, so I'm tempted to do mathematics first. So guys, I'm going to do the math section. 20 questions. I will not be spending more than 15 to 20 minutes. 15 if the questions are easy, 20 if they are difficult. But not more than 20 questions to attempt, not more than 20 minutes to attempt all 20 questions. So guys, now for maths, at least I'm going to give you basic hints, if not the entire workout. But definitely we are going to solve all this. So let's see, right? If it's simple, I will just give you the hint. If it's somewhat tough, then maybe I'll solve the entire thing. So 91st, it's given the monthly rent of an 18 feet by 22 feet is this. Okay, so 18 feet by 22 feet gives me area, right? This is the area, and this multiplied by the rent is equal to 2244. Right? Area multiplied by rent per square feet is the total rent. So X is 2244 divided by 18 into 22. This is the monthly rent. So whatever comes multiplied by 12, that should be your annual rent. Simple question. 91st तो लड्डू था. Less than a minute में you should be, if you understand the question, 91st question, less than a minute, you will be able to solve it. Simplifying this is very easy. Did everybody get the 91st question? बराबर. So 91st, चलो मैथ्स में पहला क्वेश्चन तो लड्डू. In a group of 52 persons, 16 drink tea. Okay, this looks like a set theory question. So total 52 है. 16 drink tea but not coffee. 33 drink tea. Okay, so that includes tea and both tea coffee. How many drink coffee? Oh, how many drink coffee but not tea? कुछ भी नहीं है. 52 minus 33, 19 is my answer. पप्पू question. पप्पू question. कुछ भी नहीं है. समझ में आया? 92nd. 92nd was very very simple. In fact, no calculation required. Concept अगर समझ में आ जाए तो एकदम लड्डू क्वेश्चन था ये. 30 seconds में you can crack it. चलो थर्ड वन. 8 men 12 women. ओके, टाइम स्पीड ये टाइम एंड वर्क का क्वेश्चन है. ओके, 1 man can do it in m days. So per day 1 by m. So 8 by m plus 12 by w is equal to the total work 1. Okay, they can complete the work in 15 days. Sorry, 10 men can complete the work in 18 days. Okay, if 10 men can do it in 18 days, then 1 man can do it in 180 days. Right? So this equation is actually 1 by 15, not 1. 1/15 of the work is done by 8 men and 12 women per day. So per man की capacity मिल गई. Equation में डालोगे तो women की capacity मिल जाएगी. You just have to solve the equations to get the concept. 93 का यशवी 36 कैसे? यशवी, where are you getting 36 from? In 92, where did you get 36 from? Yashvi, where are you getting 36 from in the 92nd example? See, it is given that there are 16 people who drink tea but not coffee. And total 16 plus X is equal to 33 because total tea drinkers is 33. 16 is tea but not coffee. So 16 is this region. So coffee but not tea is total minus tea drinkers. That's it. Total minus tea drinkers. You got that, Yashvi? Yashvi, did you get the 92nd one? Okay, Meet. Did you understand? 10 men can do the work in 18 days. So one man can complete the work in 180 days. So per day, one man can do 1 upon 180 work. यहां तक समझ में आ गया? Right? Okay. Now, per day, एक आदमी 1/m वर्क करेगा. So can I say per day, एक आदमी 1/80 वर्क करेगा. So 8 times 1/80 plus 12 times 1/w is equal to 1/15 of the work. ये समझ में आया? टाइम एंड वर्क का. दैट्स इट. इसको सॉल्व करो तो आपको वुमेन की कैपेसिटी मिल जाएगी. एक वुमन इतने दिन में, तो 15 वुमेन कितने दिन में? सिंपल. ओके, चलो. देन मूविंग ऑन. सो फर्स्ट 3 में से एटलीस्ट द फर्स्ट 2 we could have easily got. The first 2 we could have easily got. 94th. He buys 9 oranges at 1 rupee each. Cost price is 9. Selling price is 11. Profit is 2. 2 by 11. Profit, नहीं sorry, 2 by 9. Profit percentage 22.22%. खत्म कहानी. 15 सेकंड में आंसर आ गया. 94th also पप्पू क्वेश्चन. 94th कोई लफड़ा नहीं है क्वेश्चन के अंदर. डिड एवरीबॉडी अंडरस्टैंड इट? वेरी इजी प्रॉफिट लॉस का क्वेश्चन था. डिड एवरीबॉडी अंडरस्टैंड दैट? चलो, नेक्स्ट वन. अ मैन इज 4 times as old as his son. Okay? 5 years ago, the man was 9 times as old as his son. What is the present age of the man? Okay. Equation से तो मैं solve कर सकता हूं, लेकिन I am going to try a shortcut here. Today, if the man is 4 times the age of his son, the answer option has to be a multiple of 4. Point में तो generally अपना answer नहीं है. The answer option has to be a multiple of 4. Right? So either his age right now is 32 or his age now is 40. Now 5 years ago, this was 27, this was 35. The man was 9 times as old as his son. Now 27 is 9 times something. 35 is not 9 times something. Right? So 32 makes sense. Equation के बिना I will just use smart guesswork. And still I can get that 32 is my answer. 32 is the only option which is a multiple of 4 and 32 minus 5 is a multiple of 9. That's it. And अगर मुझे confirm करना है तो चलो, if 32, thus he's 4 times as old as son, then son is 8. 5 times ago, this is 27, this is 3. 3 multiplied by 9 is 27. So once I know this, I guess this answer, now I can work back and confirm that it is the right one. Again, 30 seconds, question cracked. 95th one, 30 seconds, question is cracked. 100% ये solve करने का. Right? Okay. In a hostel, there was food for 640 students for 85 days. Okay? after 15 days 140 students went away. How many days should, okay, simple hai. Let us assume that one student eats one food in one day. So the total food in the beginning is 640 multiplied by 85. Now इसमें से 15 people have gone away. So 640 multiplied by 70 का food है मेरे पास. Right? This is the food I have. And 140 students went away. So 500 students के बीच में इसको distribute करना है. That's it. Simplify this, you will get your answer. Simplify this and you will get your answer. 30 seconds, done with this one. Did everybody get that? Got this? Easy question. ज़्यादा कुछ है भी नहीं लफड़ा इसके अंदर. Did everybody understand this one? Guys, need responses. Am I audible? Okay. Did you understand the question? समझ में ना आया तो you can ask. Why divide by 500? See, 640 into 70 is the total food. Total food divided by total number of people left. Total there were 640 students, out of which 140 students went away. So how many are remaining? 500 students are remaining, right? So total food को total students से divide करोगे तो number of days मिल जाएंगे. यशवी, ये टाइप का सम तो गारंटीड चंदन सर ने करवाया होगा. ये सम तो अपने बुक में, ये सम का थोड़ा टफ वर्जन अपने बुक में है. इफ यू हैव कंप्लीटेड अवर बुक एक्सरसाइजेस 100% यू शुड गेट दिस वन. सी, आई विल डू दिस वंस मोर. और ये टाइप के सम के लिए तो दिस इज द स्टैंडर्ड मेथड. Assume that one student eats one food in one day. So can I say the total food is 640 multiplied by 85? हाँ, तो यशवी स्ट्रेस नहीं लेने का. सी, स्ट्रेस में मेथड भूल जाते हो ना, बट क्यों स्ट्रेस लेते हो? चिल मारो, रिलैक्स एंड गिव द पेपर. ऑलवेज रिलैक्स. नथिंग इज गोइंग टू हैपन इफ यू डोंट गेट गुड मार्क्स. कुछ नहीं होगा. एटीट्यूड लेके बैठने का पेपर में, राइट? सो 640 by 85. झरना, ये समझ में आया? The food in the beginning was this much. Now, 85 days में से 15 days are over. So now 640 multiplied by 70 is the total food left. Number of people left is 640 minus 140, which is 500. So you divide total food by total number of people. उतना दिन खाना चलेगा. That's it, right? Now remember, ये number of soldiers and number of food वाला ये standard method है. There is no other thing to follow. Blindly follow this method and that's it. 640 multiplied by number of days divided by people is the number of days it will last. Simple. Yes, Aditya. Total khana divided by total number of people. See, 640 is what? Students multiplied by 70 is what? Days. And 500 is what? Students. So student cancel. जो answer होगा, that will be days for which it will last. Units method this is known as. Right? Chalo. Then we move on to the next. So till now, no difficulties. Questions were simple so far. Now we move on to the next one. 1 year ago, the ratio between Sujata and Anand's age was 4:3. 1 year hence, ratio will be 5:4. Sum of the present ages. This is a simple one. Equation banana hai. Ratio between, so can I say Sujata's age right now is x. So x plus 1 upon y plus 1 is 4 upon 3. And, x minus 1. X minus 1 upon y minus 1 is 4 upon 3. And x plus 1 upon y plus 1 is equal to 5 upon 4. इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करो, x and y की वैल्यू मिल जाएगी. एज सिंपल एज दैट. सिंपल 6. 96th difference between SI and CI. I think Chandan sir has taught you this type of sum. Easily you should get this one also. 98 should also not be a problem. Right? If you know the shortcut, you can use it. If not, then still fine. Vanchika, simple equation 97th. X is Sujata's age, Y is Anand's age. So x minus 1 upon y minus 1 is 4 upon 3. X plus 1 upon y plus 1 is 5 upon 4. Solve करो, x and y की वैल्यू मिल जाएगी. ठीक है? 98th, I think that's a direct formula if you remember it. If not, you can still do it step by step. So I assume SI CI वाला फंडा सबको आता है. Everybody can do it. Okay. 99th one, 2 railway tickets from A to B. So 2 railway tickets from A to B, let us see, is X. And 3 tickets from A to C, let's say is Y, is 77. But 3 tickets from A to B and 2 tickets from A to C is 73. Oh, please, linear equations. Laddu. Please tell me everybody knows how to solve this one. Please tell me everybody knows how to solve this one. इससे simpler answer question हो नहीं सकता, right? I'm not even going to insult your intelligence by trying to solve it. I'm sure everybody did it. Okay. Moving ahead. 100th one. Oh, please. This is also easy. He blends 2 varieties of rice, rupees 18 and 13 in the ratio of 7:3 and sells the blended variety. So first उसका cost price कितना होगा? 18 into 7 plus 13 into 3 is his cost price. His selling price is 18.15 into 10. SP मिल गया, CP मिल गया. Profit या loss percentage निकालो. Again, Pappu question. It looks like allegation, but it is not. It is simple profit and loss question. Everybody should be able to get this one. Calculation will take time, but not more than a minute. Right? 10th, X can do 1/4 of the work in 10 days. So X stays 40 days. Y can do 40% in 40 days. So he can do 100% in 100 days. Z can do 1/3 in 13 days. So Z can do the complete work in 39 days. Who will complete the work first? Oh, please. इससे ज़्यादा सिंपल क्या था लाइफ के अंदर? 20 seconds, not even 20 seconds. 101st question, not even 20 seconds to crack it. Did you understand this one? 101. Starting में it looked as if it was a time and work question. In reality, it was nothing. By the time you complete reading the question, you have already solved it. 101st question? Seriously? Dude, easiest question on the planet. X can do 1/4 of the work in 10 days. So X can do the full work in 40 days. ये वाला पार्ट समझ में आया मानुष? Okay. Y can do 40% in 40 days. So 100% in 100 days. Got this one? Z can do 1/3 of the work in 13 days. So total work in 39 days. तो इसमें फास्टेस्ट कौन है? सबसे छोटा नंबर फास्टेस्ट है. पतिग्यू. पप्पू. क्वेश्चन को समझने में देर लगेगी, सॉल्व करने में एब्सोल्युटली नो टाइम. राइट? वेरी सिंपल. गुड. चलो. 102. Man can row, so speed of the boat is given 5. Velocity of the current, speed of the stream is given as 1. And it takes him 1 hour to row to a place and come back. So time upstream plus time downstream is given as 1. So speed is distance upon time. Time is distance upon speed. So distance upon speed plus distance upon speed is 1. In both the cases, distance is same. So x upon 5 plus 1 plus x upon 5 minus 1 is equal to 1. Solve this and you get the answer. Time, speed and distance, one of the easiest questions of boats and streams. Did everybody get this one? Time, speed and distance, but simple wala question tha. I think ये question type तो so many times you will be having in the book. One of the most basic questions. Devesh, okay, simple. Now Devesh is asking me a question and my answer to him is also going to be a good learning for you. Devesh is asking, how do I know all these subjects so well? Okay, Devesh, do you know how many years I have been teaching? Let's assume that I have been teaching only for 10 years. but I've been teaching for longer. But let's assume I've been teaching only for 10 years. Every year, I teach at least 5 batches. And every batch में कम से कम हर प्रॉब्लम को 2 बच्चे तो डाउट में पूछते हैं. So, do you know how many times I have solved each problem? And that is the secret to being good at any subject. Repetition. Even you guys can be this good. All you have to do is keep on practicing. Constant practice is the key. You don't have to solve 10,000 different questions. Do 100 basic questions, repeat each question 10 times. Guaranteed you'll become good at it. Got it, Devesh? It's simple practice. I've done each of these type of questions at least 100 times, minimum. इसके बाद तो गधा भी आंसर दे देगा. और गधे से थोड़ा तो ज्यादा आवड़ता है मेरे को. But the point is, yes, it's simply practice. And anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. ठीक है? चलो. That's it. So 102nd question also we got. Moving on. 103 to... Okay, let's see. 103 क्या था? The radius of 2 cylinders are in the ratio 3:5. Height in the ratio. Oh, please. Curved surface area of a cylinder is given by the formula pi r square h. That's it. Pi को होगा नहीं, तो r square and h. That's it. इसका रेशियो निकालो, आंसर आ जाएगा, I guess. 6:25, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry. It's not pi r square h. Curved surface area, na? So that is 2 pi r h. Sorry, my mistake. 2 pi r h. So that is simply 3/5 into 2/3. 6/6 is to 10 or 2:5. 2:5. 103 का D. Yeah, 103 का D. Yes, Gautam. Has any pass out applied for IQ? Yeah, we have had few students helping us in the past. Okay. Vanshika, I don't know if situation, I have filled in the form, but if the situation improves, then chalo. 104th. 2 cubes 2020 are joined end to end. Surface area of the cube thus formed. Surface area of a cube is 6 times 20 square multiplied by 2 because there are 2 cubes. But the 2 surfaces which are attached will be hidden. So, उसको निकाल दो, आंसर आ जाएगा. I think it should be something like this. 104th समझ में आया? The surface area of any cube is 6 times the area of a side. So because there are 2 cubes, I have multiplied it by 2. But when you are joining the 2 cubes, the 2 faces which are attached will not be counted. So uska area nikal do. The remaining is your answer. I hope everybody understood this one. If you did not, it's fine. It's an easy sum, but if you're not too good at mensuration, you might get a bit confused. So chalega. Do you understand that? Gautam, question, is CLAT hard and lengthy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you prepare well, it is actually a very easy exam. The only thing is students need to prepare accordingly. The exam is very easy. Strategically and diligently if you prepare, it's very easy to crack. Manush, LB 2 times LB plus BH plus LH is the formula when we are finding out the total surface area of a cuboid. But ये तो क्यूब है, तो यहाँ पे L is equal to B is equal to H ना, तो उसको इसमें डाल के देखो. So it becomes 2 times 3 times L square, which is exactly the formula. Formula is not different. Akash, that's exactly what I did. I found out the surface area of the cuboid. That's exactly what I did. Okay? Chalo. Next one. In how many different ways, okay, permutation, can judge be arranged, okay, such that the vowels are always together? Vowels are U and E. So the vowels together can be arranged in two ways. And if the vowels are together, remaining J, D, G and vowels, 4 factorial ways. So I guess 48 should be my answer. That's it. Easy question. Vowels themselves are arranged in two ways. And J, D, G and the group of vowels can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. So that's it. They can be arranged in 48 ways. Got this one? We get this one? Okay. Moving on to the next one then. Out of 7 consonants and 5 vowels, how many words of 3 consonants and 2 vowels can be formed? If you are comfortable with permutation combination, fine. Right? If not, it's basically a question of permutation. From 7, you need to arrange 3. And from 4, you need to arrange 2. I guess you just need to solve this part. If you're not very comfortable, you don't want to do the calculation, it's okay to leave this one. Okay. 2 cards are drawn from a pack. Probability one is a spade and one is a heart. So there are 13 spades out of 52 and 13 hearts out of 51, or 13 hearts out of 52 and 13 spades out of 51. I think solve this and you'll get the answer. So if you are not great at permutation combination or probability, तो 3 questions, but exam में इतने सारे questions नहीं आएंगे, right? Of course, there were just 3 questions, 2 of probability and 1 of permutation combination. Bad luck if you're not good at it, but that's it. ठीक है? 108th one. 108th one. What is the wrong number in this series? What is the wrong number in this series? What are these numbers? Okay, into 2 plus 1, then into 3 plus 1, then again into 2 plus 1. Okay, pattern मिल गया. Into 2 plus 1 and into 3 plus 1 is the pattern. So I guess which one does not follow that? 6 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 3 into 2. 128, 120, this is right. Into 3, 133, 90. This doesn't match the pattern. So I guess 356 should be your answer. Did you get the funda? Double plus 1, triple plus 1 के सीरीज में जा रहा है. Okay. Now, last 2 questions. The angle of elevation, okay. If you're comfortable with heights and distances, the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. If he moves 20 meters towards the tower, the angle of elevation increases by 45 degrees, okay. So if this is x, then this is x, okay. Tan 30 is x upon x plus 20. You just need to solve this. Tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. That's it. You just need to solve and find the value of x. If you're comfortable with heights and distance, very simple problem. नहीं है, छोड़ दो, tension नहीं है. And last one, 110th. Right? Maths and science. 50 passed in both maths and science. 60 passed in maths, so 10% is pure maths. 60% passed in science, so 10% is pure science. So total 70 students का हिसाब मिल गया. That means 30 students are there who must have failed both the subjects. That's it. 30 seconds question. Understood the 110th one? 109th one, I'll go back to the 109th one, Sanskriti. See, it is given that the angle of elevation, right? The angle of elevation, this is 30 degrees, right? Now, when he moves 20 meters towards the tower, from this point, this distance, he moves 20 meters towards the tower, the angle of elevation increases by 45. So 30 plus 15, that means it becomes 45. If this is 45, this is also 45. So if this distance is x, then this distance is always x, right? So अभी मुझे height find करना है. So tan 30 is opposite upon adjacent, and tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. So all you need to do is solve this equation and find the value of x. That's it. So guys, at least 15 questions were definitely solvable out of 20 in this one. Even if you're not aiming to solve everything, you could easily have solved 15 questions. So a score of 12 to 15 in about, let's say, 15 minutes is very much possible in this section. Do you agree with me? Right? Yeah. So where are we right now? We have solved 50 questions in GK. In English, we have taken a look at 15. In maths, we have done about 20, right? So total, we are at 85 questions out of 150. Let's say 20 to 25 minutes for GK, 10 minutes for English, 20 minutes so far. So 55 minutes out of 120. So I'm left with how many questions now? Out of 150, 85 are done. I'm left with about 65 questions, and I'm left with about 65 minutes, which is a pretty decent time. Are you with me so far? टाइमिंग का मामला अभी तक समझ में आया सबको? Okay, 110th. See, 110th में students passing both the subjects is 50%. Yes. Maths में if total 60% pass and 50 is this, that means remaining is 10. Did you understand that, Manush? Similarly, साइंस में भी टोटल 60 है, जिसमें से 50 का हिसाब मिल गया, रिमेनिंग इज 10. सो विद इन द सर्कल्स आई हैव 10 प्लस 50 प्लस 10, टोटल 70% हु आर पासिंग इन वन और बोथ सब्जेक्ट्स. सो टोटल 100% स्टूडेंट्स में से 70 का हिसाब मिल गया, तो एक भी सब्जेक्ट में पास ना होने वाले स्टूडेंट्स आर द रिमेनिंग 30%. गुड. चलो, सो नाउ गाइस, वी आर डन विथ maths, we are done with GK. English, we are partially done. So now we have got almost over an hour left, and the only section that is completely left is our reasoning section. So next, when we move on, we take a look at the reasoning section. Now, reasoning section के अंदर, I'm just going to quickly run through them, maybe not solve them because you don't know the solutions yet. But see whether you know these questions. Okay. Assertion and reason. पहले के 3 questions. Assertion and reason is always knowledge of GK. Assertion is actually not logic, it's knowledge of GK. Right? And have we done any session of assertions before? Have I taken a session of assertion? Maybe once, I guess. Yeah. So it's not. I'll repeat that if possible in the coming month. But these 3 questions should not take you more than 1 minute in totality. जितना पढ़ने में टाइम लगता है, उतना ही सॉल्व करने में भी टाइम लगेगा. Ooty is colder, yes. Ooty is higher altitude, yes, because it's a hill station. तो जो higher altitude पे होता है वो ठंडा होता है. So it is correct and explanation is correct. A. Like this, 30 seconds में you can solve it. So within less than 2 minutes, you should be able to solve all these 3 questions. I'll give you the answer key later. right? You can check, but as of now, if you want to check, then just the answer is A, and D. Right? So assertion and reason in less than 2 minutes, you should be able to solve all the 3 questions. Right? Now, 114 and 115. Starting from a point. This is directions. Turning left, right. This is also directions. So 2 questions of directions. Less than a minute for each of them. In about 2 minutes, both of these questions can be solved. I don't think there should be any problem in this. Okay. 116th, 117th, 118th all seem to be of the same type. 116th, 117th, 118th all seem to be of the same type. Men are seldom honest. It means sometimes men are honest. If it is false that men obey the law, तो doubtful क्या है? Right? Sometimes men do not obey the law. That is correct. There's no doubt about it. All men obey the law is definitely false. So there is no doubt about it. And all men never obey the law is also something which is not. But some men obey the law. This is also possible. But whether some men obey the law or not, this is the most doubtful one. So again, 117, we put D as the answer. Right? Men always obey the law can be interpreted as men never obey the law or some men don't obey the law. But whether some men obey the law or not is always doubtful. See, men always obey the law is wrong. So that means either men never obey the law or sometimes men don't obey the law. But whether some men obey the law is right or not, I'm not sure. Men always obey the law is wrong. Means some men don't obey the law and all men don't obey the law. उसमें कोई शक नहीं है. But whether some men actually obey the law, उसकी कोई guarantee नहीं है. This is syllogism. This is sort of syllogisms. This is called verbal reasoning. There is no method to it. It's understanding of how much you understand language. It's purely based on your understanding of language. Right? Vanshika, ऐसे questions, it's not a big जत्था of such questions. Hardly 5-10 ऐसे questions होंगे. There won't even be a one full exercise of such question. It's reasoning, verbal reasoning. Right? Okay. 118th. If it is false that all men strive for the happiness of all, which is true beyond a doubt. So, all men strive for the happiness of all. Own happiness, I don't know. Do not desire, blah, blah, no. But no man strive for the happiness of all. That is the only thing which is do not strive, blah, blah, no. C is a good option in this one. Manush, which one are you talking about? Question number? (117). Men always obey the law is false. So when there is no qualifier, it means all men obey the law. That is false. So not obeying the law के statements तो हैं. But is there a single man who obeys the law? That I don't know. Manush, when men always obey the law is false, then is there at least one man who obeys the law? Is the doubtful one. Okay. So then guys, moving ahead. These three questions would have given some trouble to you. So then if you didn't get it, I would say ठीक है चलो fine चलेगा. Now again, conclusion of arguments, statements and conclusions. So 119 B, you cannot taste success in life unless you work hard. You cannot be happy unless you take success in life. This is almost like syllogisms. To be happy, you need success. For success, you need to work hard. So to be happy, you need to work hard. So you cannot be happy unless you work hard. That is the obvious conclusion from the two given statements. It's almost like syllogisms. Almost like syllogisms. Did you get that? Correct. Moving on then. So guys, 120, 121, okay, 120, 120, what does it say? All men desire their own welfare is true, then which must be false? D is obviously false in this. I think there should be no doubt in this one. If all men desire their own welfare always is true, then it is not the case that all men desire welfare is obviously false. It is going against the very statement which is given to me. इसमें तो कोई confusion ही नहीं होना चाहिए. Did you get this one? This is pretty simple. Read it carefully, you'll understand it. Yeah. Okay. 121. Which cannot be proved. Identify a statement which can neither be proved nor disproved. Yesterday, New York recorded something. Yes, I can prove it. The gang war that broke out was due to business rivalry. You can prove this. History of Kannada literature states that Nripatanga is the earliest. You can always check it. But yesterday, I had a headache. How do you prove this? How can you prove that I had a headache? You can't. So A को prove या disprove करना difficult है. 122nd. Which of the following cannot be doubted? Sense experience provides true knowledge. क्या पता? It is reasonable to accept science and most unreasonable to believe religion. No. I am alive. You can very well prove this. Whenever there is unrest, police will be alert. I don't know. But there cannot be a doubt that I am alive. So definitely C in this one. 122nd, definitely C. No doubts. Okay, statement and conclusion. 123rd. 123rd. In deserts, camels are indispensable for people to travel from one place to another. So conclusion. Camel are the only. Nah. There are plenty of camels in the deserts. Neither one of them. Neither one of them. You cannot conclude any one of them. Now 124th, guys. If you are smart enough, you will realize the answer is already given here. Printing mein, the answer is already given here. The last two line is actually the explanation. होता है कभी कभी एग्जाम में. So D, definitely the answer to this one. Literally the answer is given to you in the paper. फूट गया पेपर. It happened once in CLAT in one set by mistake. Some of the questions were some of the answers were underlined. The right answers were underlined in some cases. The only thing is, are you smart enough to realize that the answer is given? Nowadays, if it has happened, Sanskrit, if you don't pray that that happens, that year nothing could be done. But nowadays, if that happens, they will completely scrap the paper and take the exam again. Do you want to give the exam twice because of such a stupidity of the printer, or rather the paper setter? So never pray that such stupid things happen. Okay, 125th. Double plus 3, double plus 3, so double 50 should be my answer. 125th तो पप्पू है. 125th into 2 plus 3 into 2 plus 3 into 2 plus 3. That is a pattern that it is following. No doubts there. How do you evaluate the statement? Autobiography of Mr. Gandhi is written by Mr. Mahadev Desai. Now, the autobiography of Mr. M.K. Gandhi. Now, this is more of a GK question. But no, it's actually not a GK question. It's actually a great reasoning question. It's a great reasoning question. The answer is actually, this is an absurd statement. Yes, because autobiographies are written by the persons themselves. It cannot be written by somebody else. An autobiography cannot be written by a second person. A biography can be written by somebody else. An autobiography cannot be written by somebody else. So factually, it's an absurd statement. False, ठीक है. False is okay. But because the option absurd is there, that is better. Saying that it is an autobiography and saying it is written by somebody else makes no sense. So technically, false is also correct. But the best option is absurd. Yes, Aditya. So in especially verbal reasoning, never ever make the mistake of just reading one option and marking it. Always check all the options. I've always said, right? Never ever mark something in English or verbal reasoning without checking all the given options. Okay. 127. The universe has necessarily a beginning and an end. And the universe has boundary. Together, it implies what? That it is finite. Infinity का एक भी नहीं है. So it has to imply that it is finite. Simple. (128). Which of the following comes very close to the comment? Man is necessarily an evil by nature. As a matter of fact, evil, not evil, like cannot be evil, like not. Actually, A is the only one which makes sense. Right? Simple ones. Both of these relatively simple. Guys, this paper was slightly different because the type of questions, they have gone a bit out. But then you never know, because आजकल exams भी they have started asking such different type of questions. So this reasoning part, I'll quickly give you the option answers, right? This is D. This is D. Transitive means A is to B and B is to C. Implies A is to C. You transfer the property, that is transitive. Symmetrical is AB and BA, that is symmetry. Contradicting, the guilty should be punished. Should be guilty should not be punished. Straightforward. ये तो simple opposite ही ढूंढना था. 131. If it is true that no innocent person should be punished and Socrates is innocent, then obviously Socrates will not be punished. Oh, these three questions were pretty simple. These three questions pretty simple. B for 131. Should not be punished means opinion. Will not be punished means guarantee. It's not, this is a surety, right? Although this part says should, but this is a law. So law में तो लिखेगा no innocent person should be punished. The law will not say no innocent person will be punished. The law will say that this should not happen. But in fact he's innocent, so definitely he cannot be punished. So you don't give an opinion that he should not be punished. You give a fact that he will not be punished. Hence C. Right? Okay. Next one. 132. Which cannot be accepted. C is wrong, guys. Heliocentric means sun is the center. Helios means sun. According to heliocentric theory, the sun is the center. So definitely C cannot be accepted. (133) is A and 134 is B. Aditya, no. More than GK, this is vocabulary. Helios means sun. So even if you don't know what heliocentric is, according to GK, if you can interpret the word heliocentric means sun center, you can do it. Even without knowing this through vocabulary, you can crack this. You can crack the question of heliocentric by vocabulary. Okay. 133, 134. आगे बढ़े. 134th. Okay. क्या करना क्या है? Which of the following also must be true? Okay. Everyone in Biba's neighborhood is permitted to swim at Barton Pool at some time during each day that it is open. No children under the age of 6 are permitted to swim at Barton Pool between noon and 5. From 5 until closing, Barton Pool is reserved for adults only. So which, if all the above are true, which one must be true? So B. See, 5 नून से लेके 5 तक तो 6 साल के नीचे के बच्चे नहीं आ सकते, और 5 बजे से बंद होने तक तो सिर्फ अडल्ट ही आ सकते हैं. तो 6 साल के बच्चे के लिए तो नून के पहले का ही टाइम बचाना. आरुषि, why not A? No. Few children under the age of 6. How do you know how many children of under the age of 6 are there? See, these rules are made. Does not mean that these children have to exist. It's possible that there are no children. It's possible there are many children. But that interpretation is not valid from any of the given statements. How do I know how many children are there under the age of 6? So not A. Did you get that? Gautam, Aditya. A cannot be my answer because there is nothing which tells me how many children are there who are below 6. And 12 means noon. How does B look wrong? B says if the child is under the age of 6, then the pool is open for him before noon. And that's exactly what these statements are. So B is definitely right. Yes. Noon to 5, and from 5 onwards, it is adults only. So technically speaking, even after 5, the 6-year-old child cannot come. Yeah, see, no, 12 to 5 and 5 till end बच्चों के लिए नहीं है. सो 12 बजे से पहले, दैट इज नून से पहले बच्चे के लिए ओपन है ना. यू गेट दैट? चलो, I hope everybody got it now. Then moving ahead. 135. This is D and this is B. One 135th. See, it says that Zach's there is free poetry reading almost every Wednesday, and whenever there is a poetry reading, the coffee is half price. So almost every Wednesday the coffee is half price. Coffee is half price whenever there is a poetry reading, and poetry reading is almost every Wednesday. So almost every Wednesday the coffee is half priced. That is my conclusion. Option A, Wednesday is the most common day. No, how do I know it's the most common day? It could be the only day. Wednesday could be the only day. Now whether it is the most common day, I don't know. What if he also offers half price coffee on Sundays? So I don't know whether Wednesday is the most common day on which it is half price. But definitely on Wednesdays it is half price. B, most free poetry reading are scheduled. No. Now, on Wednesdays, poetry reading are there. But most of the poetry reading are only on Wednesdays, I can't say. Poetry readings can be on other days also. But Wednesdays तो definitely poetry reading है. So not B. So not B. It cannot be A. See, Wednesdays को poetry है, poetry के साथ free coffee, so Wednesdays को free coffee. But Wednesdays is the most common day for free coffee, I don't know. What if he says on Sundays free coffee? Just because it's a Sunday. तो Wednesdays को free coffee है क्योंकि poetry है. लेकिन Sundays को भी तो free coffee है. And Wednesdays, almost all Wednesdays. But what if he announces guaranteed all Sundays free coffee? So Wednesday being the most common day for free coffee is not necessarily true. A is not necessarily true. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Free coffee के दिन definitely, I mean poetry के दिन free coffee. But that does not mean Wednesday को सबसे ज़्यादा free coffee मिलता है. Right? So now did everybody get why D is a good option? Anybody else? Gautam? There should be no confusion between B and D now. Option D का मतलब क्या है? See, Wednesday को poetry है. Poetry के दिन free coffee है. So, Wednesday के दिन free coffee मिलता है. Free coffee नहीं, half price coffee. Poetry is on Wednesday. Poetry means half price coffee. So Wednesday means half price coffee. That's what D is. You get that? Gautam, 135th सबको समझ में आ गया? आरुषि, why not है? वो तो अभी बोल रहा हूँ यार. Wednesdays को पोएट्री की वजह से फ्री कॉफी है. बट उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि किसी और दिन फ्री कॉफी नहीं है. हो सकता है कि दूसरे दिन भी फ्री कॉफी हो. So how is Wednesday the most common day for free coffee? Got 135th. Okay. 136th. We are going to 136th now. If it is true that all men are honest, and all politicians are men, then which of the following is impossible? Impossible, okay? To follow from the given premises. Some politicians are not honest. A is actually should be the answer. 136 ka A. 136 is A. एक second. I'm not reading all the options. Let me first clear this kachra on the screen. Too much of kachra on the screen. Okay. All men are honest. All politicians are men. Which of the following is impossible? Okay. Some politicians are not honest. Yeah, that is impossible. All politicians are honest. No, that is the possible. One politician is honest. That is also possible. All honest persons are politicians. It's possible. Impossible A hai. 136 is definitely A, guys. 136 is definitely A. I hope we are following that. 136 is definitely A. Did you get that? चलो, moving ahead then. Identify the conclusion which follows. If Rajiv has committed the crime, he'll be arrested. If he's arrested, he'll be prosecuted. If he's prosecuted, he'll be imprisoned. Rajiv cannot be a free man if he's imprisoned. Therefore, if he has committed the crime, then he cannot be a free man. Okay. If he has not committed the crime, then he can be nah. B. I think this is straightforward. B. इसमें तो कोई doubt ही नहीं है. None of the other options are making any sense. This is almost like syllogisms. Right? Chalo. Moving ahead then. 4 statements are given. One of them reflects belief and the other is a verifiable assertion. Group of these two together. This guys has come in CLAT. This similar type of question has once come in CLAT. समझने में ही थोड़ा time लगता है. Okay. Which of them is a belief and which of them is an assertion? Okay. The future resembles the past. This is definitely a belief. A number is either even or odd. This is just a statement, but it's not an assertion. Tax evaders are liable to be punished. Okay. A cricket team consists of 11 players. This can be verified. This can be verified. Whether a team has 11, you can simply count them. So which is a belief and which is an assertion? The first one is a belief. The last one is an assertion. I think B can be marked as my answer. Tax evaders are liable to be punished. How do you verify it? If tax evaders are liable to be punished only if they are caught. If they are not caught, then. And tax evaders are punished you can verify it. Liable to be punished. How do you verify that? That is not something which has actually happened. Tax evaders ko punish karna chahiye. How do you verify a statement like that? If the statement was tax evaders are punished, then I can check that. But this is not a verifiable assertion. Saying that something should happen cannot be verified because it has not taken place. It's like Aditya, it's like an opinion. So did you get that? A, C cannot be my answer, Vanshika. Aditya, B. B is the answer. Others, did you get this? For 137th, which option? 137th का आंसर क्या था? B for Bombay था ना? Yeah, you try to see if Rajiv has not committed the crime. Is it given that only for committing the crime you will be imprisoned? Crime के लिए imprison होता है. But it is possible that even if you have not committed a crime, you can still be arrested for something else. So committing a crime means not free. But not free does not mean committing a crime. It could be something else also. Do you understand, Vanshika? The reverse is not necessarily true. Chalo, guys. 139. Four judgments are given. One of them is neither a crime nor a sin. Violation of traffic rules, crime. Genocide, crime. Disclosing defense secrets to enemies dangerous to the nation, crime. Failing to perform one's duty. It's not a crime and it's not a sin. It's just morally bad, but it's technically neither a crime nor a sin. Fourth one. Yeah, Gautam, don't go into something excessive like that. Just stick to the statements. Don't think beyond the scope of the question. Right? Okay. If it is true that neither Rama is a brother of Krishna nor he is a lecturer, then which of the following statement of is true? No, but brother of Krishna नहीं, brother of Krishna. Hey, come on. 140 से ज़्यादा बकवास सिंपल क्वेश्चन तो लाइफ में नहीं देखा मैंने आज तक. Come on guys, unless you have not read the question, 140 से stupid question आज तक मैंने नहीं देखा. और मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगा कि the paper setter is stupid because partially I set the paper. But yeah, this is like, this question is just to test whether you are reading the question or not. Come on, this is just to test whether you are reading the question or not. If you read the question, you know the answer. इतना simple है ये वाला. चलो 141. This question guys was definitely there in the exam. This was in CLAT, I think 16 or 17 किसी एक पेपर में तो था ये. 4 probable statements are given and they have to be arranged in ascending order of probability. Least probable to most probable. सबसे कम probability किसकी है से चालू करके सबसे ज्यादा probability किसकी है उस पे जाना है आपको. A is the most probable one. The sun will rise tomorrow is a guarantee. राइट बारिश होगी कि नहीं वो सब नहीं पता, हार्ट अटैक होगा कि नहीं पता, बट द सन राइजिंग टुमारो इज द मोस्ट प्रोबेबल वन. सो बी या सी में से कोई एक मेरा आंसर होना चाहिए. तो कम प्रोबेबिलिटी बी की है या डी की है? रेनफॉल की कम प्रोबेबिलिटी है या स्मोकर हैविंग अ हार्ट अटैक की कम प्रोबेबिलिटी है? रेनफॉल probability is higher than a smoker's heart attack probability. So the least probable is D. So D, B, C, A. Option C is what we are looking at. Right? Smoker having a heart attack is less probable than heavy rainfall this year. So definitely C is what we are looking at. D, B, C, A. (142) Plato said that the government is the best government which governs the least. What does this statement contradict from the given ones? Governs least का opposite क्या है? Least का opposite is most. Good governance means no governance. ये तो actually it's the same as the statement. Liberal same as the statement. Rights and duties की बात नहीं है. B, a able government legislates every aspect is the opposite. We are looking for opposite. So definitely my answer is B. Yeah. Aditya, that's right. Similarly, 143. Team sports display strong dictatorial tendencies in the requirement of individual subordination to the authority of team leaders. Which of the following cannot be inferred? Which of the following cannot be inferred? All team players are subordinate. Maybe, I don't know. All team sports are authoritarian. Possible. No teamwork is possible without employee subordination to managerial authority. This thing is about sports. So B को क्यों derive करूँ मैं? The thing is only about sports. Right? It's not about general teams. So I will not go with B. 143 में I will mark B. Right? Okay. Similarly, 144 is B. 144 is B for Bombay. 145 D for Delhi. 146 B for Bombay. 147 C for Chennai. Quickly guys. (145) Because you see so many slums in India, India is a poor country. Which of the following is a strong objection? In India, you can see posh residential facilities as well, but that does not mean that it is not poor. Slums are that many in India does not contradict. In rich countries also you find many slums. That does not contradict that statement. But if slums do not indicate anything about poverty, then you cannot say that India is a poor country. Slums we assume mean poor, and hence we say India is poor. But what if slums are places where rich people live? Unless you define that slums mein poor people rehte hain, you cannot say more slums means more poverty. If slum does not indicate economic poverty, then more slums does not mean India is poor. So hence D 145. Did you get that, Aditya? See, in rich country also you find many slums. Fine. So then there are many slums. Does not give me anything. Relating slums with poverty is necessary. Saying that a country is poor because of more slums requires the association between economic condition and slums. For example, go to Dharavi, the world's largest slum. There the people are not necessarily economically poor, right? The people are not necessarily economically poor even though they live in a slum. Did you get that? The logical problem is that you are automatically assuming slums means poor economic condition. So you have to attack that. Yes, his conclusion is that India is poor based on the fact that there are many slums. So the assumption is that slums mean poverty. If you attack that, then the conclusion falls. Giving an example of ulta is not a good way to attack an argument. A good way to attack an argument is to break the link between a fact and a conclusion. Aditya, just giving a counter example is not a good way to argue against a given position. But breaking the link between a fact and a conclusion is a superb way. Yes. Okay. Now 146th. 146th mein Akash is asking why not C. 146th. Ram is a better novelist than Shyam and a better writer of short stories too. Thus, Ram is undoubtedly a better poet as well. What are we assuming? Novelist, short stories. In short, he is better. A talented, nahin. Just everything is about writing, right? Novels, short stories, poet, everything is about writing. So assuming that he's a better writer is closer than assuming that he has more talent. Talent could be anything, right? So assuming that he's a better writer is more precise than assuming that he's more talented. Assuming that he's more talented is not wrong, but B is a better option than C. B is better than C. That's it. Right? Aditya, what is given? What is given? It is not given that he's a better writer. Aditya, read it carefully. Better writer of short stories. Short story writer. So from short story writer and novel and poetry, we are assuming writer. That word writer is not just writer. It's writer of short stories. Right. So a writer of short stories and a writer are two different things. A writer of short stories is simply a writer of one specific type. Gautam, why can't it be A? What if Shyam is better at singing? Ram is only good at writing. Ram is better at writing. We cannot assume that he's altogether superior. Shyam may be better at singing, dancing, cooking, who knows? It's only about writing that we know between Ram and Shyam. Gautam. Got that? Now, 147 is... एक second, guys. Let me get my pen. Where is my pen? Here is my pen. Okay, 147 C, 148 A, 149 is C. $147, yes. Okay, 148. Assumption is what I'm looking for. Years ago, Senator Edward Kennedy drank heavily in a party, and on the way back home with his secretary, he lost control of his car. Car went into a stream, a secretary got drowned. Senator Kennedy somehow managed to get out, went home and slept. The police next day came to know of the incident. This episode, known as Choppan incident, has totally blocked Kennedy's chances of getting elected to presidency. How could a person who lacks the fortitude be entrusted with the nuclear buttons? Which of the following assumption underlies the above statement? They say Kennedy does not have the fortitude, so he cannot be president. So a public leader should have such high levels. He does not have fortitude, he cannot be president. Means a president requires that high level of fortitude. Right? Fortitude means being able to handle or being honest basically about things. He does not have fortitude, he cannot be president. The link is presidentship requires fortitude, and that part is not given. Being the president requires, he does not have fortitude, he cannot be the president. का मतलब क्या है कि presidentship requires fortitude, and so because he does not have fortitude, he cannot be president. Right? And it's not cannot live up to public responsibilities. It's that he cannot be given the public responsibility. It's not a matter of living. It's a matter of first giving. If you are first given the position, then you will meet the expectations of the people. So it's not a point. It's not a matter of living up to the expectations of people. It's a matter of not giving him that at all. So B is not a better assumption. A makes sense. Correct. Right, guys? 149. And last one, 150. Both the last two, 149 and 150, both of them C. So this was a bit of a tough section, although it should not have taken very long, right? So you could have spent about 35 minutes in this section, and you could have at least scored 25 plus, if not more, bare minimum. So let's see how much GK I spent, let us say 20 minutes, did 50 questions. Then we went on to English, let's say about 10 minutes, 15 questions. Then maths, let's say again 20 minutes, again all 20 questions. And here reasoning, we spent 35 minutes, we did all 40 questions. So that means 50 plus 40, 90, 110. We have done 125 questions in about 1 hour 25 minutes. That means now you are only left with 25 questions of RC and you have 35 minutes of time left. Sanskriti, how is 149C? Okay, 149 kya hai? What is the flaw in the reasoning? You have to identify the flaw in the reasoning. No one who is suffering from a common cold needs to consult a doctor because the cold will subside on its own. In recent times, however, there have been a number of instances of typhoid beginning as common cold, which soon aggravate and endanger the life of patient. The treatment at a later stage is extremely difficult and painful. It is highly advisable, therefore, that sufferers seek medical attention when the first symptom occurs. The flaw in this above is that the first he's claiming that no one who suffers from a cold should consult a doctor. And then he's saying that it is highly advisable that when cold occurs, you should go and consult a doctor. Isn't he contradicting himself? Isn't he contradicting himself? That's right. So guys, 25 questions of RC in 35 minutes. And there are only two passages. Right? I'm not going to solve the passages, but I'm going to send you the answer key. But tell me, do you think... Okay, so let's take a look at what scores we could have got. GK assuming around 20. English 15 में से easily you could have got 10. RCs में assuming 10, 20 in that. Maths में let's assume you get 15. Reasoning let's assume you get 30. So 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. A score of 85 should not have been difficult. A score of 85 in this paper should not be difficult. right? So when I send you the answer key now at the end of the class, I want you to evaluate yourself and then identify, were you able to match the minimum score requirement of 85? If yes, how well could you go about it, but if not, where did you make the mistakes, where did you fall short? So once I give you the answer key, I need you to do that analysis. Yes? Okay. So if there are no, I'll answer that, Gautam, but if there are no doubts, then we are done for the day. You may exit the session. I'll be sending across the answer key for you by end of day so you can correct. But if you're having any doubts, you may hang around and ask. If there are no doubts, then we are done for the day. You may exit the session. Okay. Okay, Gautam, 149, B and C. Author assumes similar effects must have similar causes. No. See, Gautam, in the beginning, the author starts with saying, when you have a cold, no need to go to the doctor. And then by the time he comes to the end, he's saying, if you have a cold, you must definitely go to the doctor. B says, similar effects, similar causes. No. Common cold, not dangerous. Typhoid, very dangerous. So they're very different things. They are two similar effects but different causes, right? In B, the cold is the effect, but one is a common cold and one is the cause is typhoid. So here there are different causes. So B definitely cannot be the answer. Aditya, no. Tomorrow, Parth sir is unfortunately not available. So tomorrow you won't be having the GK class. Next week onwards, we'll be resuming the regular sessions. Unfortunately, Parth sir was not able to come tomorrow. He has some issue. So tomorrow, no. But next week onwards, we'll be having them. Yes, Gautam, none tomorrow. Legal, of course. Law aspirants will have the legal things. Yashvi, first of all, the IQ book for static GK, IQ book. And then I've recommended many books, Competition Success Review, Lucent's, Pearson's, a lot of books are available. You can take any one of them. ठीक है?